When I came on board as the North American EHS Director, having been a plant manager for a while, one of the gaps that we identified was the engagement of our leaders. And I suspect this is a gap that more companies have than just us. What we wanted to do when we looked at it is let the leader learn about themselves and also train them on the Novelis safety system. Many of the leaders would know that already, but we felt we had many new leaders that needed to learn the Novelis safety system. So when we partnered with Select International, their SafetyDNA for leaders was a perfect fit because it was an assessment. It allowed them to learn about their safety style, their leadership style. The one-on-one coaching allowed them to develop a personal safety action plan that fit into our work planning model. And we also were able to build on that with our Novelis safety system training. So we felt that was a complement of what we felt we had a good program on with the Novelis safety system, but we wanted the leaders to learn more about themselves and how they could apply that system to their workforce. We have 8 plants in North America. And when we started this process, one of those plants is a joint venture location. We looked at that along with them and decided that they would not participate in the SafetyDNA for Leaders program this year. And I think they've had different results than the other 7 locations. The other 7 locations, since we've kicked this off over 6 months ago, have had 0 recordables, which reflecting on that in my 27-year tenure with Novelis, I can't recall a time when something like that would have happened. The 8th location has had some recordables, and I think they recently have looked at some things they need to be doing differently. And this leadership engagement is one of those things that they're focused on, and they're working to improve that area right now.
As my role as the EHS leader for North America, I am in all of our locations. So in conversations that I've had with our employees that have gone through the training, they've told me that they've really started doing things a little bit different based on the information that they learned in the training and how their leadership style and safety style can impact their day-to-day jobs. With that, we've seen a reduction in our injury rate. Since we started the program, we've gone over 2.1 million man hours without a recordable injury, and I think it's to the testament that they've actually changed some of the things and how they're interacting with their employees, and that the efforts that they're making are paying off in our recordable injury rate. When we went into it, one of the things the plant leaders told me was, or that were attending the training, was they were a little skeptical because they thought this was going to be the same leadership training that they've always had. But they really quickly learned that this was completely different from anything that they had had.
What I'll say about the SafetyDNA for Leaders program, I think it's really helped us answer a gap that we've had. We are going to be repeating the process with 3 more sessions next year for leaders that were not able to participate this year. And as I alluded to earlier, our European colleagues are looking to do something similar next year, and our quality team is looking to develop something similar. So I think it's really hit the sweet spot of a gap that we had, and I'm glad we did it and recommend others consider it.
Safety is something we must always work to improve, and I believe that the work we are doing with Select will set a course to make us very successful. Our leaders are now more engaged around safety and are receiving follow-up coaching with Select to continue building on what they learned from their individual assessment and workshop. I would highly recommend Select International to others.